I'm Tom Udovich with Acadian Financial Partners, and here to discuss today overcoming stress and pessimism in investing. Are you feeling more discouraged and anxious than usual? Is your mood darker than normal? Does it seem like you're just waiting for something bad to happen? Maybe others call you a cynic or a pessimist, but you think of yourself as a realist. If this sounds familiar, stick around. First, let's talk about cortisol. Yes, cortisol. It's your body's main stress hormone, and it plays a crucial role in controlling your mood, motivation, and fear. When you perceive danger, cortisol is released from your adrenal glands, triggering your fight or flight response. This mechanism has helped humans survive for thousands of years. But like many good things, too much cortisol can be harmful. The Mayo Clinic explains the body's stress response system is usually self-limiting. Once a perceived threat has passed, hormone levels return to normal. Your heart rate, your blood pressure drop, and your body resumes its regular activities. However, if stressors are constantly present, your fight or flight reaction stays turned on. This chronic stress can lead to a range of health problems: anxiety, depression, digestive issues, headaches, muscle tension, heart disease, sleep problems, weight gain, memory impairment. If you're watching this, you deserve better. We live in stressful and often frightening times. You might be experiencing these symptoms yourself or know someone who is. Since the COVID pandemic, reports of such symptoms have increased significantly, and they're exacerbated by hyper-politicization of our culture and a constant barrage of bad news, such as economic uncertainty among political and global unrest. But what if these elevated cortisol levels aren't just triggered by external events, but by a negative mental conception? Confirmation bias plays a big role, which is the tendency to reject information that conflicts with our beliefs. If your worldview has become increasingly negative, you might subconsciously reject any evidence that suggests that things might actually work out, making you feel hopeless and powerless. A biased worldview, whether overly pessimistic or overly optimistic, cannot be complete. The combination of cortisol and confirmation bias can create a vicious cycle, trapping you in a state of perpetual stress and anxiety. Your mind becomes addicted to confirming your fears, and you become blind to anything that might alleviate it. To break free from this cycle, the first step is addressing these biases. This means recognizing both the good and the bad. An overly pessimistic mindset is as incomplete as an overly optimistic one. True realism involves seeing the full picture. Let's talk about investing. Here's the reality. Bad things are happening, but so are good things. We might make decisions about the future based on our knowledge of the past. Nobody can predict the future with precision, so predictions of doom are just as useless as overly optimistic forecasts. Despite uncertainty, we still have to make decisions. This uncertainty and volatility are what allow the market to generate excess returns over time, i.e., risk equals reward. Or better said, being able to buy good companies when they seem out of favor, markets are in turmoil, everyone's going into cash, the next president-elect will ruin the country, the market hit a new high, so it's too expensive to invest, etc., etc. Pessimism is costly and irrational as an investment strategy. Being optimistic and occasionally wrong is less costly than being pessimistic and occasionally right. If you're optimistic, you have a chance of being rewarded for being right. But if you're pessimistic, you can only be right in the short term. Since I haven't seen the world come to an end yet, and this mindset can lead to long-term losses. Therefore, even if you fear things might not work out, we should invest as though we will. If you believe in capitalism and have somewhat faith in the future, this isn't magical thinking, it's rational. For those who have been working with me, you know that we continually stress test your financial plan. Your plan anticipates volatility and stressful times, so you don't need to worry about adjusting things when they happen. Interestingly, some of the most financially secure people I have worked with are the most stressed out. They are less vulnerable to external stressors like events outside of their control, but more vulnerable to internal ones, which is like your thoughts and your fears. Disciplined investors act rationally and align their actions with long-term goals, even when their emotions tell them otherwise. This is challenging, but long-term returns are the reward for this emotionally demanding work. I like to emphasize to clients that they earned the returns they deserve by being patient and disciplined, and that it's always nice to have your money working for you, not otherwise. Remember, no matter what happens, you're not alone. I understand how you feel. I'm also bombarded with the same noise that attempts to derail us from making intelligent and logical decisions. At Acadium, we specialize in helping people break free from the cortisol and confirmation bias that we tend to lean on sometimes. We're here to help you live a happy and fulfilling life by making the complex simple. Managing wealth and financial plan are crucial parts of that, but so is listening and helping you see the bigger picture that, can help you think like an investor. Thanks for watching the Acadium On Air. I'm Tom Udovich. You can subscribe to us at our YouTube channel. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone who might need it. And remember, we're here to help you navigate these challenging times. Stay tuned for more insights and advice. Thank you.